The first duo cash cup of the season for Chapter 4 Season 3, and for this one, I'm going to be running it with my good buddy Johnny. So, for our drop spot, we land at this little house that's south of Shattered Slabs, which has a good area for mats, for mainly wooden and brick mats, and then of course it's got this little area good for looting for, say, a duo or a couple duos to land at. And we typically won't have a problem with this, but for this season, apparently, especially towards the beginning of this season, we've been getting contested pretty hard at this drop spot. So for this first game, we tried to take this fight, but we ended up failing because, unfortunately, we couldn't defend ourselves pretty well here.
Oh, they're here. They're here.
Yep.
Oh my god, dude.
One was crouching up. That sucks. I have no mats. Dang it, ran out of mats right at the end. But for this next game... Knocked one. Another kid's in the house with me. Whilst Johnny goes down, I managed to do this. Once I clear these two people out of our drop spot, another team starts to approach me, but I managed to get out there safely and play it slow until I'm able to get in a good spot to where I can res Johnny quickly before we get into the next zone. Once we do that, we make it towards the end game, but we put ourselves in trouble when we fight a team on the edge of zone, making us less aware of our own health, and we took the fight pretty badly. Now, of course, right there we should have worried about zone rather than having to fight some players so that way we can get more points. And not to mention the fact that with this new season there being a lack of mobility items for us to be able to get out of zone quickly, that becomes a problem. That rotation is a bigger issue that we have to worry about. Now, sure, not having mobility items can be an issue for this season for competitive, but rotation still can be worked with and can still be dealt with pretty easily as long as we focus on the dead side rotates or just the safe rotates in general whenever teams are occupied with their fights. We go ahead and go into game 3. This one, our off spawn was actually pretty calming for once. Nobody contested us, but we did, however, make a slight mistake here where we approached the vault that spawned to near in a mansion near Frenzy Farms, and we decided to scope that out because we wanted to see if we could take the vault for ourselves. Because in this season, for some of the major tournaments, Epic has decided that for every vault you open, you get a certain number of points. And we tried to go for that just to see what it looks like, see how badly contested it gets, and turns out it got pretty heavily contested for us. I managed to play it safe as Johnny again went down. I managed to get out of there, go back in to get Johnny's card, go back to our drop spot to reboot him there, and this is how the end of the game went.
Did he run into a bush? Oh, yeah, I see him.
It's just one. There's the breacher. Yep.
At him.
Nice. Oh, yeah, there's a duo. What the heck? Yeah. It's probably the same team I saw.
130 on him.
We're in the house. It's just one. Might be the guy's buddy. Oh, he's on the... Yep, it was his buddy. I think there's dead side to the right. Dead side to the right. If we rotate that way, it would be fine. If we rotate that way early. Yeah. Dead side right.
Go up.
Yep. Let's get on top of these old builds. Wait, somebody might be close to you.
Yeah, that's exactly what these kids were thinking as well.
Dang it, tried to shoot him out.
Oh, I have minis in here.
Oh my... Ah, frick. Couldn't build above me, frick, man. I know, my endgame experience hasn't been the greatest recently, but right there, I was really confident with how my endgame could have gone there. If I would have just hit my shots there, and if my builds didn't place in the wrong spot, I would have been fine. But I'm just baffled that I somehow died right there. Like, I thought I could hit the cleanest pistol shots there, and I thought I would be able to defend myself pretty well there. I had the good reflexes. It's just that I got so unlucky there. I have no idea what else I can say about that other than maybe I'm bad. Maybe I'm bad at the game. No, I'm kidding. I'm not really that bad at the game. I just got unlucky. So let's just move on to game number 4. For game number 4, me and Johnny played it safe again until we reached endgame, and we put ourselves into some trouble when we encountered some teams as we tried to rotate out of zone. And here, I thought I was safe, but then this happens. I am so weak, holy frick. Oh, what? Oh, somebody in Storm, I forgot about that. It sucks because I thought nobody was in zone, but there just so happened to be a team out there, and once they saw me with my edit left open, they took that chance to take me down. Now, I understand that was a big mistake, but what are the odds that that happens to me, man? But I will say, you know, even when you believe that there's no players in Storm, I gotta know that you can't leave those edits open. Maybe in the end game, but that right there, we weren't technically in moving zone to end game, so I technically wasn't safe there, especially knowing that there was a couple of teams surrounding us, and I should have just closed the edits, that way I could safely heal myself, and it would have been over and done with. But with that, Johnny goes as far as he can up until 5th place, and then we go on to game number 5, which again was another off-spawn death, as surprisingly a couple people landed at our drop, and it was actually more duos than we expected. We tried to take the fight, and it didn't go well for us. So knowing that our drop spot has been contested heavily quite a few times, despite it being like a small area with like little loot to possibly grab from the one house, and then of course the neighboring land, we decided we wanted to veer off our drop spot whenever it gets heavy contested like that, and we go up to the log cabins that are just slightly off of the spot. It turns out, once we made that call for this next game, once we noticed that there was, again, a couple teams landing here, we took that opportunity to veer off and then tried to pick them off from here. Now, unfortunately, we were only able to take one person out. The other person that was focusing us, we could have fended them off, but as you can see, my loot was not the best there, so we just had to make the call not to fight this, just to back out, go somewhere else to loot, and then just try to play out the rest of the game there. But we approached this gas station, tried to fight off this one team that was contesting us for loot over there, and this is what happened. Hit 142.
There's a Cybertron cam, watch out.
Yep, I'm fine.
Oh my god, he had the breacher as well. Took my wall. On him.
Hit the Ninja 42. I'm the one that's getting cannoned.
I cracked his teammate again.
Alright, I'm with. He's building up. Crack the Ninja! I'm getting hard focused, I'm out of mats. I'm dead, bro. I took a bad peek, but there was nothing I could do. I was trying trying to... Nice. So good. And just like that, Johnny clutches the fights up for us pretty well. And my fighting there was actually doing pretty well. I've been, as a potential fragger myself, I've been doing better a lot with my fights and trying to handle them pretty well and, you know, learning certain techniques that I know will fit me well. But right there, I made a bad play to make an edit as the dude was holding his sights on me just to try to get me out of the game. And right there, Johnny managed to clutch it up. Man, those guys were good with the Cybertron cannon, too. Can't believe that's in the game. Anyways, Johnny manages to reboot me, and wouldn't you know it, the Cybertron cannon has saved the day for another team again.
Try to keep up with me. This kid's kind of built as a tarp right here.
I just got cannon hard, bro. You know what? I'm just gonna keep going. Like, I'm 10 HP. I need to heal badly. Oh, crap. I'm dead. I just ran out of builds right at the end there. Honestly, there was nothing much I could have done there. I was low on mats. Like, you know, I was being double pushed by the Cybertron cannon from people from a good distance, and yeah. Now, prior to that, if I would have handled my fight against those guys in the gas station differently, and if I would have played that better, I wouldn't have gotten rebooted. However, again, there was nothing I could do with this endgame situation. Johnny did his best as well, and now we move on to the next game. We got, once again, contested off spawn for our drop. Even though it wasn't looking pretty bad, I kind of dropped my guard down a little bit. And when I say kind of, like, I just wasn't able to see the enemy that was to my right here. And, like, even though I could have done this better, like, I was really hoping this off-spawn fight wouldn't be that bad, considering that these players did not land anywhere near us, and I didn't think they would have the flare gun with them, which is interesting. Now we move on to our final game of the tournament, to where, again, we decide to take things really, really slow and play it out towards the end game. All I can say is that with us playing it slow and playing together, this ended up being not only our last, but our best tournament for this current tournament. Check this out.
How about that? Go now. Yep. Let's go now while we have the chance. Since there's no one over here.
There's players over here now, so like that the lab's over to the west.
Oh yeah, I see them.
Look west, look west, look west. Two teams, or no, two people. Flark gunning. Yep, flark gunning. Nice.
Pulls over towards them.
All right.
We can go in and get high. We can go in and get high on them now.
All right.
You go now.
I'm down. What's up? What's about up? Yep.
On 1. Alright. Keep taking the top of the cliff right here.
Yep.
Alright, pull to us. Pull to us.
Yep. I was about to zip line across too. Wait, look at that kid tunnel. Yeah. Alright.
Yeah. We need to try to stay up. I'm still chilling on mats. We can get back on all of our old shit.
Yep. I'm with. These guys are in their old stuff as well.
Oh, is that a kill?
Nice. I'm staying ahead. I'm staying ahead.
Yeah, stay ahead.
These kids are. I think these kids are coming up, or attempting to. That is.
Yeah, I'm trying to get over you. Just stay up as much as you can.
Yep. Wait, we can still go around here. We can still go around here. Use the zip line, maybe. Yep, use it now. Spray back, spray back. Aw, frick.
It's a gun. Take high.
18 right below us. I have very little. I have very little SMG bullets. Solos, all solos. Zip lining across. Get ahead. 16. It's 2v1. I have little SMG bullets. Setting it on fire.
Good idea. We'll try to. Want to keep high? I'm going to connect to the mountain right here.
Yep. I'm with.
19 on him. Going down to the wall.
Cracked.
Step is done. Let's go! Let's go!
And there you have it, folks. We managed to get a win in a duo cash cup. Now, obviously, we didn't qualify it, but I had a lot of fun running this with Johnny. Now, I will mention that this tournament, and then, of course, the second duo cash cup, are the only major duo tournaments that I'm going to be running with Johnny. Our playstyles just haven't been clicked well together, even though I thought they would, considering we've been playing together for a while. But it just hasn't been serving us justice. Now, I will admit, during these times of me playing with Johnny, I wasn't really the best player that was living up to both of our expectations. And with that, I will say that we're not going to be doing for any of these major tournaments, like for the rest of the Duo Cash Cups, or even for FNCS. For the Console Champions Cup, that tournament I will be running with Johnny. It's all good. Me and Johnny are good. We just thought we'd try each other out as a duo, but it just couldn't work, and we're moving on. So, yep. And there you have it. That's the first Duo Cash Cup of the season. We're going to be skipping the second Duo Cash Cup. And then, whenever the third Duo Cash Cup rolls out and I have that recorded, I'll let you know my next duo then for that. And for FNCS, whatever we do, try to do it. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you do like it, please like this video and sub to the channel if you are new, and ring the bell notification so you never miss any other tournament videos like this. Look out for more tournament videos coming soon, especially for the next upcoming Victory Cash Cup tournaments, as well as future tournaments for this season. Cannot wait to post them, cannot wait to play them, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. Again, thank you all so much for watching. As always, I'll catch you all on the next one. Stay positive, stay true, take care of yourselves. Peace.